I'm Ryan Besson from the PopCulturists, and today we are unboxing the PlayStation 4 Pro. Now, it's well known that I love my PlayStation and just PlayStation in general, so I'm really happy to finally be able to pick one of these up. Now, it did take a little while. This has been out in the wild for about a month or so now, but with a couple of good deals, I've been able to sort of work my way into getting one. So I'll talk about it as we start this. Now, these aren't taped. Or are they? Got it. Yeah, so I was able to do a little bit of working around. Now, EB Games did have a deal for their Mad Monday. It was $5.99 plus 4 Bethesda games, including Fallout 4, Skyrim, Dishonored 2, and The Elder Scrolls Online. So an actually really sweet deal. Because, you know, those games themselves are probably worth a good, $150, $200 if you pay full retail. Let's take a look. Oh, and then I was able to sell my PS4 to a buddy as well. So the standard quick start guide, which never changes, it's pretty much plug it into your TV, turn your TV on, you're good to go. Oh, nice little side box, which is always good. So the new power cable, which is more closer to sort of a PC or the old PS3 plug, which means this bad boy does pull a bit more power than the PS4 standard. The mono headphone, which I've never used in my life. The micro USB charging cable for the new controller. Speaking of new controller, and HDMI. So this is the new controller. Now, from all internals, it is pretty much identical. Well, it actually is identical. The only big differences are sort of cosmetic. Now, I might not be able to see it from the distance of the camera, but the joysticks as well as the buttons and the triggers, they're all more of a lighter grey than the deep black that you got on the original. And as well, we know of the light bar across the top of the touchpad as well. Other than that, it still feels and looks pretty much the same. No big changes there, but that's fine. All right. This is where we get to the main course. Now, something that always fascinates me about unboxings is everyone's really keen to just like throw around things and like they've just spent like hundreds of dollars on this console and then like throwing boxes around. I'm gonna be a little bit more gentle than that. Hold that. Alrighty. Removal of the butcher paper sort of thing, which I'm a big fan of. Damn. And I'm going to move those to the side for the moment. And that is it. That is the PS4 Pro. Now it is, first couple of things, aesthetically different. It is more square compared to, if I remember right, the PS4 is a little bit more of a slight rectangle. And it does have that big dividing with the shiny sort of, not matte section, which for me, even though I very rarely move my console, is scratched to hell. So it's really nice to have this. And having the nice chrome PlayStation logo up top is lovely as well. Now, being the big PlayStation fanboy that I am, it makes me so happy to see these little details. Now, I love, for me, the sacred symbols, the triangle, the circle, the cross, and the square, they mean more to me than just PlayStation. These symbols mean gaming to me. They mean my entire life as a gamer. So I love seeing them on little things, like whether it be just something as simple as the little rubber feet on the bottom. And they're on the side here as well. I know you won't be able to see it at this distance, but because this can be stood vertically, it does have a little screw hole where the circle is. Now, a couple of different features as well. Unlike the new PS4 Slim, this does have the optical out, and it does have the third USB on the back, which is lovely. And also compared to my original PS4, it does have Can you hear it through the microphone? Clicky buttons. Oh, I love clicky buttons. And they're nicely separated from each other as well, which is lovely. Now, the reason I picked this up is because I do have a 4K television, so it is 100% right up my alley. It is exactly what I need. But internals, this is where it really shines. Now, it does have an overclock CPU, so it is, about, it's, I think it's about 1 times faster. So just a nice incremental upgrade on the CPU. Now the GPU is where it is. Now it is, I think it's about 2.5 times more powerful than the PS4, or I think it might be just under, or at least I think it's 2.5, about 2 and a bit teraflops, which I'm still not quite sure what teraflops mean, to be honest, but it sounds impressive, and knowing that it's 2 times it is really cool. And it does also have an extra bit of RAM in there as well to allow more of the simple processing, like the menu and all those sort of things. So that allows the other 8 gig, I believe. Yep, 8 gig of RAM to be simply for games, which is great. So rather than having 8 gig that does everything and not being able to fully access it because it's doing a lot of the basic processes, it's lovely to have a little bit extra that just helps this, which is great. And that does run at a higher bandwidth as well. Now, the one thing that everyone does and will pull apart the PS4 Pro for is its lack of a Ultra HD Blu-ray player. Which initially I was in the same boat. I was like, that's really dumb. Why does that not in here? Seeing as Sony do own the patent for Blu-ray, it makes no sense for it not to be in here. But then I thought about it. Sony are taking a risk. They are assuming that the future will be digital, which I originally had an issue with because I have hundreds and hundreds of Blu-rays. But then, as I said, I thought about it. I've not bought a Blu-ray in 8 months. I used to buy them weekly because that's how I got it. But now that I've got Netflix and I have incredible internet and I have Stan and I have Hulu and stuff as well, like, I don't need physical format movies anymore. Like, my content's there. It doesn't make sense to me. And it does come, I should mention as well, it does come with a 1 terabyte hard drive as well, which I will be replacing with the 3 terabyte hard drive that is in my PS4 currently. So for me, I am so happy with this purchase. I think it's great. I can't wait to get it connected to my 4K TV, get them HDRs going. It looks lovely. This console is sleek, it's beautiful, it's more powerful, it's everything that I want in a new PlayStation without going to a new numbered one. So this is the PlayStation 4 Pro. I'm Ryan Betson. We are the Pop Culturists. Comment below. Let us know what you think of the PlayStation 4 Pro. Is it something that you're going to pick up as well? Or are you going to stick with the Xbox One S? Now, we do have that as well. We're a full 4K house now at the moment. So yeah, comment below, let us know. And if you like this video, be sure to click that like button as well as subscribe if you haven't already. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful. Now I just have to do the lengthy backup so I can send everything over to the new one.